There's your script. Yep.
Hey.
And don't do it because you do it on the show. It's not forced.
Right.
It's not a performance. It's just a good.
Welcome to the Skeptic Zone, the podcast from Australia for science and reason. Here are your hosts, Richard Saunders and Stefan Sojka.
Perfect. Put a second or two pause here. A little up accent on Australia. The podcast from Australia for science and reason.
That's it. I thought you didn't know it.
Check 1, 2. Do you want to just come in a little bit? Because it's
Hello.
kind of closer is better. Hey, Richard.
Hey, Stefan. Welcome to the Skeptic.
And for all you YouTube fans out there, this is the added extra that you won't get to see on the podcast. We are recording, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Thank you.
But it's not that added and it's not that extra, but here we are anyway.
Have we started yet? Welcome to the Skeptic Zone, the podcast from Australia for science and reason. Here are your hosts, Richard Saunders and Stefan Sojka.
Richard, welcome along one more time.
Hey, one more time. Hello, Stefan. You know, I thought that introduction by our voiceover man, Jim Wilshire, this week sounded a bit different.
It actually sounded quite intimate, quite close. The proximity
It was surprising.
of the voiceover was just
Well, it's a
unbelievable.
modern technology. You'd think he's in the same room with us.
It feels almost as if he's in the same room with us.
In fact, he is.
Get on with it, lads. Get on with it.
Hello, Jim.
Hello, boys.
Jim's here.
Jim, our voiceover man from... And now it's time for Dr. Rachie Reports, and it's a grain of salt and all the rest. He's here in the room with us.
You know, I didn't even know he was a real person. I thought he was
Really?
I thought he was a voiceover from another realm.
A voiceover-generated meme
Yeah.
or something.
I used to be.
And you've beamed down
Now I'm here.
Oh, it's good to see you. And it makes the zone slightly more crowded.
It does in our little studio.
It does.
But I'm pleased to say that not only will Jim be joining us later in the show for the think tank.
Oh, yes, he will.
Oh,
too.
yes, he will. Last night at Skeptics in the pub here in Sydney, Jim gave a live read of one of his skeptical poems about these funny energy power bracelets.
I'll
be
love
playing that.
anyone who makes fun of those silly things.
But it's surprising because Jim has said, welcome to the Skeptic Zone now 124 times, because this is episode number 124 for the 4th of March.
It's 125, actually, because this is the second time we've done this.
Oh,
Shh, we've got to be professional about this,
that's
Jim.
right. and counting the pilot that we did, it's 126.
Oh, the pilot that was never seen.
That was never seen.
And I've practiced.
You have practiced.
So it's probably 127.
127? Any advance on 127?
All right. But the official, what episode is it?
Officially, now after all that, it is still officially episode number 124.
Oh, Jimmy must be exhausted as we are.
Well, to be honest, I've only said it twice.
Well, Richard,
Yes.
welcome along again.
Thank you.
And Jim. And so what have we got happening?
It's a big show. It's always a big show.
It's a huge show.
It's a huge show.
It gets bigger every time.
It's bigger than that.
Really?
It's so big. This show is so big, it goes as far as Norway.
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 What's happening in Norway?
Norway. We're going to be speaking to Kristen Carlson from the Norwegian Skeptics.
The Norwegian Skeptics.
Norwegian Skeptics.
Yeah, aren't they? They're pretty big on cold reading up there, aren't they?
God, Jim, do you want to be a host instead of him?
It's no way.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yes, Kristen is going to be speaking to us by the magic of Skype all about the Norwegian Skeptics and her activities promoting science and reason in that part of the world.
Actually, I actually thought they were quite reasonable up there already. Are there actually people in Norway that are into woo-woo?
I'm sure there is. There are.
Really?
There will be. And there will be tomorrow, and there always will be. But no, she's great. Fantastic interview coming up. Also on today's show, Dr. Rachie Maynard and I went to Armageddon. Again.
Really? What, the movie, or you actually experienced the end of the world?
We experienced the end of the world, and we have a special report from the end of the world.
Really?
Now, this was like an anime fest here in Sydney, and science fiction and all that sort of stuff. We're chatting to various voice-over artists.
Oh, really?
I haven't seen one of those for a long time.
No.
And this week, Maynard interviews Michael McConaughey, who does lots of video game voiceovers and things like that.
Oh, he had a few stories to tell about being cooped up in a booth.
I'm sure he does.
And talking.
He's the sort of guy who would probably say, "In a world gone mad."
Oh,
well, that sort of stuff.
Yes, or, "Kill them all!
Die. Die. I think he does say die. We have the think tank, of course, as we
Yes.
do.
Is it a normal think tank, or is it going to be an extra special one this week?
No, it's really boring.
Just
and Jim Wilshire will be joining us in the think tank. That's
yes.
very exciting.
It's a special week having Jim here.
It is. It's really fantastic. We've got a new segment by Joanne Benamu called Reality Bites.
Is that so?
It is.
I look forward to hearing that.
And reality does bite.
It certainly does around here.
It does at the moment. So it's a big show, Stefan. What can I say?
Show number 124.
It is.
It's getting bigger by the moment.
It's so big we better get out of here.
All right, let's get on with the show, hey?
Let's do it.
All right.
Right, there's a lot of stops there.
Yeah, that's all right.
Ready?
See, we're all nervous with Jim here.
Yeah, we don't know how to perform. Performance anxiety.
This is what happened. When I was doing gigs, every time a musician would walk in, yeah, it's true. Especially like some guy from a big band or something.
Yeah.
I'm playing away, and I just start making mistakes. It's terrible. Anyway, let's keep going.
Come back.
Let's keep going.
All right. So this is the end of the show. Of course, we've all heard your poem. We've all heard all the segments in the show, and including the think tank, which you'll be involved with later tonight.
Wait, what's that? That's the bathroom, probably. Plumbing. It's all right. It'll die down in a second. So we're going. Thank you, Richard.
Thank
what's
you.
happening
Thank
next
you.
week? Anything about what's happening next week?
Part 2 of our anime interviews. But apart from that, okay. See, the trouble is saying what's coming up next week, unless I've got them in the can, I'm always a bit dodgy.
We won't even say that. We'll just go, thanks for the grace.
Yeah, and look forward to next week. We've got lots of...
And Jim, good to see you. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Just wait till the plumbing dies down.
You're shedding.
Oh, yeah. This is what origami folders shed paper.
Okay, here we go.
Richard, you've done it again. Another Skeptic Zone in the can.
In the can. Wasn't that fun?
It was great fun.
It was great to have Jim involved with the think tank, actually.
In person as an actual human being rather than just some sort of audio signal coming through from I don't know where.
What was it like, Jim, for you?
Well, the thing to me was that I was right. When reality bites, there's no cure.
Ooh, that's deep. I don't know what to say about that. That's pretty profound. Now, Jim, of course, Stefan, Jim will be taking part in helping us with our secret project.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Are you trying to hype up our audience a little bit, are you?
I am. It's on the way.
You're trying to whet their appetite for something they don't know anything about.
They know nothing about it. They can't even guess.
No, it is pretty exciting. We are planning a little thing, but we'll see how it all pans out.
Well, you know that we're sort of coming up in the next months to episode 150, and this has nothing to do with that.
No. Hey, at least we'll get them thinking. Yeah, I'm wondering.
Secret project.
All right, so Richard, I think that's it. 124, we're done. Thank you for listening. It's been another great week.
It has. Thank you very much. Lots of great things coming up on the Skeptic Zone.
Well, Richard, let's just get out of here, and we'll see you next week, eh?
Thanks, Stefan, and thank you, Jim, for taking part this week in the flesh.
Thank you
very much. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jim.
You've been listening to the Skeptic. Can you indulge us one more time? I'd like Jim to read a poem.
Oh, absolutely.
That would be fantastic. Thanks, Jim. That was fun. Don't worry. After I get through the editing,
You edit the hell out of it.
it'll be tight. Don't worry.
It
It better be.
Not to worry.
Okay, so it's recording.